Welcome to a fresh Friday episode of Undisputed. News coming out of the Matt Kenseth camp saying he will not have a job next season if he doesn't get something lined up. Matthew Roy Kenseth was born March 10th, 1972. He is 45 years old and he's from Cambridge, Wisconsin. He has quite a bit of achievements in his career with racing. He was the 2003 Winston Cup Series champion, the 2004 iRacing champion, 2009 and 2012 Daytona 500 winner. He also won the Coca-Cola 600 in 2000. He won the Bojangles Southern 500 in 2013. He won the 2004 All-Star race. He also won the 2015 Sprint Unlimited winner. And he won the Winston Cup Series Rookie of the Year award against Dale Earnhardt Jr. that year of 2000. He has competed in over 631 races in 20 years. Currently, he's with Joe Gibbs Racing, and I'm not too sure what place he is in points right now in Monster Energy Series, but we will get to that here in a little bit. But let's get to what Matt Kenseth had to say earlier today.
As of today, I do not have a job for next year, so I certainly hope to still be racing. I think I got some wins left in me, and hopefully can race for championships. But right now, my focus is on finishing up this year. And as we talked about, it's been kind of a slow start. Has not been a good year at all. Not nearly up to my standards or my team standards. So. Really trying to get back to victory lane, hopefully get qualified for the playoffs here and have a shot at a championship is pretty much my focus at this point.
All right, so there you go. Matt Kenseth is currently 11th in points in the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series. He won 2 stages this season. He also has 2 playoff points. But let's take a look at Matt Kenseth here. Like I said, he is 45 years old at the moment. If we look back at his career overall, 38 wins, 174 top 5s, 315 top 10s for Matt Kenseth, a total of 19 poles. And he also raced for 180,177 laps altogether. He led 11,519 laps. And the total earnings, if you believe this or not, $113,970,664. So Matthew Roy Kenseth really making that money. Now I heard Rick Allen compare Matt Kenseth to Mark Martinn, what Mark Martinn had to do towards the end of his career. And from 2006 through 2013, Mark Martinn, he won 5 races between 2006 and 2013. So I don't think we should really compare Matt Kenseth and Mark Martin's career right there. So, but Mark Martinn had a total of 40 races won altogether, and Matt Kenseth, at 45 years old, has 38 races that he won. Mark Martinn in the year 2009 won 5 races in that year right there. And Matt Kenseth just won 2 races last year. The year before that, 2015, he won 5 races. 2014, he didn't win 0. He won no races. And in 2013, he won 7 races. So if we look towards the end of Mark Martin's career, even if we went to 2005, he only had 1 win. 2004, he had 1 win. 2003, 0 wins. 2002, 1 win. So to compare Mark Martinn to Matt Kenseth, I don't know if you should really be doing something like that. But if you were to compare Matt Kenseth to Carl Edwards, a driver that is 36 years old at the moment, Carl Edwards won 28 races in his short career in NASCAR. He also competed in 445 races. Matt Kenseth is up to 663 races in NASCAR. But if you were to compare their numbers, that's more of somebody to compare Matt Kenseth's racing career to. Do you feel like Matt Kenseth, his racing career is over? Let me give you how I feel. I feel like he's still got a lot left in him. At 45 years old, I look at Matt Kenseth and I don't see him like when you see Dale Jr., this year. He just looks like he wants to be out of the car. He has no ambition to win. He may try to, act like he's trying to win, but really, I think he's focused on his new wife, who just divorced her ex-husband to marry Dale Jr. So he's kind of all caught up in that. I believe Matt Kenseth, the guy from Wisconsin, is really focused on NASCAR, and he would provide just an unbelievable amount of talent to any racing company looking for a real driver. So that brings us to this point. We're going to go through the Cup rides right now in 2017. And we're going to look at these racers and see who's probably going to be out the door and where can Matt Kenseth fit. So first we got Jamie McMurray in the number 1 car. I think he's going to stay there at Chip Ganassi Racing. Of course, Brad Keselowski will stay. Well, I'm not sure about Brad Keselowski here. There's a lot of rumors that Brad Keselowski could go to the 88 next year because Keselowski hasn't worked out a new deal for him also. Silly season is basically here. I mean, half of the season is over. We need to start getting this news on who's going to fill in what, where drivers will be going. So there's a possibility there in the 2. Let me write this down. So then we got, who we all went through for further, if we look back. Okay, so there's a possibility Matt Kenseth going to Team Penske. Austin Dillon, I'm sure he's stuck there at Richard Childress Racing. I don't think any other team would really want him. Kevin Harvick stuck in the 4. Casey Kane might be out in the 5. I see Casey Kane wanting to continue, but he really hasn't performed that good in a while. So we also got Trevor Bayne in the 6. I don't think he'll be switching out. We got Danica Patrick in the 10, which looks like she might be on her way out with Stewart-Haas Racing, just based on a contract clause where if she doesn't have sponsorship that they could terminate her contract. And Danica might try to go be a mom or something like that. So then we're off to Denny Hamlin. I'm sure he's stuck there at Joe Gibbs. I think he just signed a contract recently. Ty Dillon is in the 13. I don't see any changes there. If anything, maybe he'll go to RCR in a couple years or something like that. Clint Boyer just signed with Stewart-Haas Racing. I think he's a good fit there. Premium Motorsports. We don't know about that car, the number 15. So we'll just put the 15 right there just in case. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Been doing his thing this year, getting 2 wins at 2 plate tracks. So I think Roush Fenway will stick with him. Kyle Busch, of course, will stay in the 18. The 19 is going to Daniel Suarez. The 20, though, that will be an open ride, and Eric Jones is on a 1-year contract to the 77 this year. So Eric Jones most likely going to be driving the 20 next year. So there you go. Ryan Blaney looks like a nice fit there in the 21, although he could end up going to Penske if Brad Keselowski leaves, or is Penske going to go to a 3-team stable? Who knows? So we'll put the 21 there for a possible. 22 is Joey Logano. I'm sure he'll stay there. 23 is Joey Gase and Greg Galdling in the BK ride. I don't think Matt Kenseth would want to go there, but we'll put that down as a possibility. Chase Elliott has locked up 24. Paul Menard's at 27. Ryan Newman is 31. Matt DiBenedetto is 32 for Go Fast Racing. He might stay there. I mean, I think he's one of those drivers that pays to race, so he pays for what he gets, I guess, in the 32. 33, another driver, Jeffrey Earnhardt. I'm sure he's going to stay there. Landon Castle's the 34. 37 is Chris Buescher. 38th is David Reagan. Now, some of those rides might come available, 34, 37, 38, but I don't think Matt Kenseth would go there. He could. That would be quite a pickup for Front Row Motorsports, JTG Doherty Racing, but I think they're kind of stuck with Chris Buescher and AJ Allmendinger over there. Kurt Busch is in the 41. That's a good fit for him. Kyle Larson is in the 42. 43 is Eric Almirola. 47, like we said, is AJ Allmendinger. Jimmy Johnson is stuck in that 48. Good luck to him. 72's Cole Witt, so we could put that down as a possibility. I mean, I don't see Matt Kenseth driving for a team like TriStar Motorsports, but we'll see. 77 could be vacant next year, and if they decide to stay a two-team at Furniture Row Racing, could be a fit for Matt Kenseth for a couple years there. 78's Martin Truex. 88 is Dale Earnhardt Jr., the biggest spot coming available, it seems like, in NASCAR at the end of this year. Could Matt Kenseth jump into the 88? That is a possibility. And the last spot is 95 with Michael McDowell, which I think he might stay there. So, let's take a look at our possible spots for Matt Kenseth to drop to. We got the 2 car, the 5 car, the 10, the 15, which is highly unlikely, the 21, the 23, the 72, 77, or the 88. So, if you were to ask me, Undisputed I, Anthony, which cars would Matt Kenseth go for? I'm going to write down my top 5 right now in order. And this would be quite a pickup for any of these teams. Matt Kenseth, like I said, he is only 45 years old. Maybe he could go till he's 50. Either way, he doesn't look as old as Mark Martin. So here's my top 5 places for Matt Kenseth to go. Here we go. Number 1 is the 88 car. Would be a nice fit for him. There, we also have the 77 car. He could go to Furniture Row Racing. We also have him jumping into the 2 car at the third pick. The 4th pick for Matt Kenseth would be in the 10 car, which would be a great fit for Stewart-Haas Racing at the moment. They could use his expertise and hopefully make that company better for them. Also, the last spot I got Matt Kenseth jumping to is the 5 car. Either one of those teams could benefit a lot from Matt Kenseth, I think, here at the end of his career. Although it's kind of premature saying we're at the end of his career. So like I said earlier, currently he is 11th in points. Yesterday we did a thing where Brad Keselowski predict the future, and over the comments, let's read a couple of these. Eli Bright says bring back Pontiac. And Breezy says Pontiac closed 7 years ago. Now these are brands that might come to NASCAR. Grizzly Gaiman says I'd love to see Dodge and BMW. Matthew Gaiman says no adding unless Mazda and Honda. Ethan Thames says Honda. Kay Hill says Dodge needs to come back. Dan48 Team says Subaru. Grizzly Gaiman says I like the idea for these videos. Thank you. I'm going to try to keep the content fresh and new. And Breezy says yes, more manufacturers equals better racing and competition. So yeah, we got a lot of people saying that they're all for more brands coming in. Awesome Seth 1 says wish Pontiac didn't die out, but anyways, we need to bring back Dodge to Monster Energy. Matthew Thomas says BMW is good. I think they will have a win. Wow, BMW in NASCAR. Flame Runner 101 says just bring back Dodge. All we need is Chevy, Ford, Toyota, and Dodge, and we are good. That could be, but NASCAR is trying to grow. We could have other brands here and make the sport bigger than what it is. We also have a guy say, Insanely Racing said, wait, GMC, but they only make trucks and SUVs. Yeah, they could join the Camping World Truck Series, so there you go. Cody Boggs says bring back Dodge and Pontiac. Gabriel Morosio says Dodge, Mazda, and Cadillac. So, alright. Also, today on the track at 4:30 Eastern Time, we have NASCAR Xfinity Series Coors Light pole qualifying on NBCSN. And at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, we have Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series Coors Light pole qualified on NBCSN. That'll do it for me.
No mercy, no mercy, no mercy, and I won't back down. Undisputed.